Good evening, GLAD supporters. Thank you for being here tonight. My name is Nancy Gill, and I'm here this evening with my spouse, Marcel. Thank you. We are plaintiffs in GLAD's lawsuit challenging Section 3 of the Federal Defense of Marriage Act, and I'd like to speak to you tonight about DOMA's impact on our family. Marcel and I have been together for 29 years. Thank you. We grew up in the same neighborhood about an hour south of Boston, in Brockton. I met Marcel when I was 16, and I thought she was the most beautiful person in the whole world, and I still do. We came out together in 1980. I proposed to her in the summer of 1982 in our friend's lakeside cottage with a little diamond-chipped ring and the promise of my love for a lifetime. We moved into our first home shortly after that and began talking about adding children to our happy life. Our daughter was born in January 1993, and in August 1999, we had our son. After GLAD won the Goodrich case in 2003, definitely. We legally married on May 21st, 2004 in a private ceremony with our children as witnesses. Now we're busy parents. We both work full-time. I'm a window clerk for the United States Postal Service, where I've worked for 22 years. Marcel is a schedule coordinator for the Brockton Visiting Nurse Association, and she also does medical transcription from home several mornings a week. We volunteer at the Snack Shack for our son's sporting events. We taxi our teenage daughter around and her friends to the mall. We're good neighbors, we're good friends, and we're good Americans. But our country doesn't treat our family or our marriage as equal. Under DOMA, the federal government denies us critical rights and protections that help other married people care for and protect their families. We found this out the Monday after we got married when I went to my Human Resources Department to add Marcel to my health insurance plan. I already had a family plan that covered me and the children, and since my coworkers with family health plans include their spouses at no extra cost, we thought Marcel could finally stop paying for a separate health plan from her employer. It was a shock to find out that we were wrong. Under DOMA, we are not married, and my federal employer must deny Marcel my health benefits. Under DOMA, Marcel won't receive the federal health benefits given to surviving spouses, and under DOMA, she will be denied my pension benefits. We tried fighting DOMA ourselves. I wrote letters to upper management. I made phone calls. I spoke with the manager of Human Resources. I even met with the district manager, all with no success. There was no way I could fight DOMA on my own. I called Joyce Kaufman. She was the attorney for Marcel and I on our children's second parent adoptions. Definitely, Joyce, thank you. She suggested we contact GLAD. And last November, we began talking to the legal team at GLAD. They had been working for years researching the discrimination married couples face because of DOMA, and were putting together a lawsuit challenging DOMA Section 3. Marcel and I were happy to lend our story to GLAD. And working with GLAD has been a complete pleasure. We're amazed at how much work goes into putting a case together, all the time and the effort. GLAD lawyers and staff have helped us meet every challenge, from researching our legal issues to preparing us to talk to the media. It is so exciting to be part of history, and scary to think about DOMA left unchallenged. Soon after we began working with GLAD, Marcel and I had a stark reminder of what DOMA really could mean for us. One of my coworkers, Lisa, passed away unexpectedly. Lisa's husband looked so lost at the funeral, his other half missing. As we drove home, I thought, what if that were me? Marcel would have to bear that grief, that sense of loss, without the safety net the federal government provides for families. Under DOMA, if something happens to me, Marcel will receive none of the protections other spouses receive. We believe that GLAD will change this. But they can't do it without support from all of us. On behalf of our co-plaintiffs, including Dean Hara, who is here tonight, Dean. Marcel and I would like to thank you all for your support. Thank you. Marcel?